There's a significant amount of blood next to the bed, too. Decent. More than just vomit.
These officers have just realised they are standing inside a murder scene.
Hey, 09.
Might want to come over here. We got a pretty significant amount of blood on the floor. We got blood on this.
Earlier that day, 21-year-old Aaron Davies was reported missing by his family. During what they believed would be a routine effort to locate him, officers stopped by the home of his best friend, Brandon Risner, unaware they were walking into the aftermath of one of the most brutal crimes this town has seen in decades.
He's running, dispatch. Run south on East 9th.
He was having anxiety attacks. He was having thoughts. He was having visions. We brought him home to make him sick. Try to get his medications right.
He's saying there's blood in the trunk.
Also, part of the autopsy, a portion of the small intestine was missing, and it's believed that it was removed through this area of dismemberment there.
It's unfathomable.
The story begins on a bleak November morning in 2022, when Rome police receive a call about a suspicious vehicle in a local park. When officers arrive, they find a blue Toyota Prius lying in a shallow ravine, partially submerged in water. The scene suggests a crash, but the positioning of the car raises immediate questions.
Somebody go get Scotty's tow rope and get his fucker out.
As officers examine the interior, they begin to consider possibilities far more disturbing than a simple accident.
Crazy thing is, there's nothing, there was no acceleration. It's almost like it just
rode off in there or something.
Yeah. Didn't go all the way up in park or something.
A check of the license plate reveals the car belongs to 21-year-old Aaron Davies. When repeated calls to his phone go straight to voicemail, officers contact his father, Randy. Within hours, Aaron's parents arrive in Rome, hoping to help police find their son.
Aaron's girlfriend, she's sitting in the car outside the car, but the last conversation they had was at 9:57 p.m. on Thursday.
That he'd be coming. They've already been discussing that he'd be coming over Friday morning.
Okay.
And so she texted, and then he never said. He's like, yeah, they were really excited that was going to happen, and then.
Where is she at?
She's outside.
Oh no, where?
She was in Gadsden.
Okay, so that's where he was heading. Is that correct?
So he and Brandon have been friends for years, and so this being kind of a midway point, they used to go up here to hang out before and then head over there to visit her.
Okay. When did he leave? Did he leave y'all's house?
Yeah, our house. It was Thursday afternoon at some point. We don't know exactly what.
Like maybe around 2:30.
Okay.
You don't know what that hearing is?
No. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to keep the name straight and everything.
Yeah,
so
you don't know where our son is, right?
No. All right now.
Police learn that Aaron left home 2 days earlier to visit his girlfriend in Gadsden, Alabama. With Rome sitting halfway between the two towns, he planned to spend the night with his best friend Brandon Risner before continuing his trip the next morning. But Aaron never made it to Gadsden. His girlfriend last heard from him shortly before 11 p.m, the night he arrived at Brandon's house. Aaron had been excited about the visit, and his parents can't shake the feeling that something went terribly wrong that night.
Initially, he had said that he thought Aaron left his home sometime in the night. He fell asleep at 10, and the next morning he woke up and didn't hear anything about it. And then later the story changed to that he'd woke up at 1 in the morning and looked out and saw that Aaron's car was gone and said, "We can see left again around 1, 2 in the morning." That's the story. So that's helpful.
So this is what Brandon told you.
Yes.
Aaron's silence becomes even more troubling when officers realize his car was found less than 2 miles from Brandon's home.
And so his girlfriend texted or tried to call Brandon, or tried to call my son Aaron, and wasn't able to get through. And so she texted Brandon, and Brandon responded back saying, "Oh, Aaron's phone must not be working."
Even though he's like, "I'm right here at Aaron."
Yeah.
"Oh, we're out walking. Oh, my phone's not working."
And she said, "So, are you still coming? Is he still coming over today?" And he said, "Oh, he's coming over tomorrow. That's the plan from the beginning." And
Or that's the plan now.
That was the plan. That's what Brandon said. They were going to come Saturday rather than Friday, which wasn't the plan initially, and that's not what she understood. And they had this conversation on Thursday.
Yeah.
Despite the warning signs, police still hope Aaron may have crashed the car, slept it off somewhere, or avoided his parents out of embarrassment. To be certain, 2 officers decide to stop by Brandon's house. Almost immediately, they sense that something isn't right, and that the answers they need may be inside.
Officer Gall, we're the Run Police Department. We're following up on all this stuff. So I know you already talked with Officer Bethune earlier a little bit and talked with Officer Stallings. Can you walk me through what's going on? Just make sure we're at the same page.
We started drinking around 12 yesterday.
Yeah, it's you and Aaron, right?
Yeah, me and Aaron.
Okay. Anyone else with you guys? Okay.
And we went to bars sometime in the evening. Came back here. We were driving and then we started drinking the red wine. He doesn't drink too often, so he had gone upstairs, one of his shoes were everywhere, into the toilet. He was like standing up and puking for some reason. And then I went downstairs because he was telling me that we knew that he doesn't need any help. And I went downstairs, dropped a bottle, cut my pinky, and I went to the urgent care this morning. And yeah, I bandaged it up, took a shower, went to bed.
Okay.
And then woke up 1 to 2 a.m. around that time, and his car was gone.
So how long have you and Aaron been friends?
Since like we met when I was in 5th grade.
Okay.
Then we became more like close friends, I'd say, like around freshman year.
Okay. So when was the last time you talked to him? When he was upstairs in the bathroom? Okay. Did you go to sleep after that? Around what time do you think that was?
I'm not sure. Maybe
I know it's hard to keep track.
Between 10 p.m. to 12, maybe?
Somewhere between 10 and 12? Okay. So your parents out of town last night?
Yeah.
Okay. And they're just coming back today? So you've been knowing him since you were in 5th grade?
Mm-hmm.
It's a long time, man.
We've gone to the same church.
Okay.
Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Okay.
Mormons.
Yeah.
I've kind of drifted away a little bit.
Yeah.
And he would drink occasionally, but he's still like staying with the church.
Yeah. So he didn't drink a lot because of that?
Yeah, so just occasionally. Yeah. So I imagine the alcohol poisoning.
It's possible. We're still trying to find him. I don't know. You know, he may just be staying at a hotel, sleeping off whatever happened last night. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily mean he's in danger or anything like that, you know.
Yeah.
On the surface, Brandon's story appears plausible. If Aaron rarely drank, it would explain him becoming sick after a night of heavy drinking. But several details trouble investigators. Brandon has a deep cut on his hand. His explanation accounts for every suspicious detail with uncanny precision, and throughout it all, his demeanor feels oddly detached.
Do you have any problem with us checking inside the house? No problem at all? So you're okay if we go in there and walk around just to take a look?
Yes.
Okay. You mind hanging out with Officer Bethune while I do that? No dogs or anything inside, right?
No,
Okay. No ferocious iguanas or anything?
No.
You never know, man. People have all kinds of pets. 68 dispatch. Well, I'll get a consent search of the residence. I'm just going to have him walk with me to make sure I don't go somewhere where he doesn't go. It's important.
So this is my parents' bed.
Okay, so you don't normally go in here?
I confess, I did take a couple baths in there because they have the bath.
Normally does in the master, you know.
I've been doing laundry from all the kids upstairs.
Okay.
But anyways, that's my stuff.
Okay. You want to step out here with him real quick, please? Thank you. What about this room?
That's normally the guest room, but Aaron wanted to sleep upstairs.
Okay.
Brandon doesn't realize it yet, but his calm cooperation has already sealed his fate. As officers move through the house, they encounter a washing machine filled with soiled sheets, large quantities of industrial-strength cleaning products and blankets stained with dark brown patches. The sharp smell of bleach hangs in the air, but it's what they find upstairs that stops them cold.
It's not mine. Hey, 09. There's a significant amount of blood next to the bed too. Decent. More than just vomit. All the way over here. Looks like it's been there a while, but he could have been throwing up blood, I guess. It looks like it too. See all that? It's weird to be throwing up blood like that. Not to mention, if he had alcohol poisoning, he wouldn't have been able to get up and move around this morning. Especially at 2 or 3 in the morning.
Brandon's explanation cannot account for what officers see in his bedroom. Despite clear attempts to clean the scene, enough blood remains to tell a horrifying story. Investigators are now convinced that Aaron never left this room alive.
I won't come over here. We got a pretty significant amount of blood in the floor. We got blood on this armoire thing and all over here on the other side of the floor on a rug. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here and just go back outside. Just traces with the other guy. That's it right now.
Do you need to secure a warrant for the rest of the house? Yep, certainly do that. I didn't see any drag marks or anything downstairs. Because if he's not very good at cleaning stuff up, he would have missed that too.
We need to get out of here to where we Yes.
Brandon's unravelling story, the extensive clean-up and the blood evidence have now made him the prime suspect in a homicide investigation. But police are about to make a catastrophic mistake.
There's blood on it. He's running, dispatch. Westbound on Collinwood. Running south on East 9th. Dispatch, we lost him. Brick house, corner of East 9th and Collinwood.
Before officers can detain him, Brandon suddenly bolts, outrunning 3 officers and disappearing into the neighbourhood. With a suspected killer on the loose, police from multiple units flood the area.
Go up to the house, get in the backyard. Okay. Possible 1043 suspect. I'm with you. Okay. you hear any dogs barking that way? Okay. He went this way. I don't know where he went after that.
Police contact Brandon's father, Jeremy Risner. He has already heard about the chaos from a neighbour and is heading back to town as officers continue their search.
Alright, he went to the back of 521, the port, into the residence behind it, headed north.
Go back towards Highland. Yeah, next road over.
Damn, I think I just saw him on that street when I was coming over here. Yes, yes. He was on the street before this one right here, but I was coming over here to get the backyard. He had a red shirt. He was just walking down with long blonde hair. Yeah, it's him.
He's saying there's blood in the trunk of that car, so I don't know. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It's probably a 1043. There's a good shit ton of blood in there. He was washing the sheets. I think he had heard me when I said the sheets are in the dryer, and that's when he took off. I didn't even see him run 47 seconds. Gave me full consent. I had him come in the house to show me the common areas. He said Brandon was last seen upstairs in the bedroom, thrown up in the bathroom. Walked in there, saw a few spots that could be blood on the bed, looked around the side, tons of blood that he was trying to get up with bleach. Shit. You heard me.
What'd you say?
I said the sheets are in the dryer, and that's when he took off. I think he killed him. Or dumped him.
As the search expands, investigators examine Brandon's background. Nothing immediately stands out until they review his social media. Brandon works as a scare actor at a haunted attraction, portraying violent characters. He also writes music filled with themes of death and killing. Investigators begin to wonder whether this fixation crossed a dangerous line.
Oh yeah, he's been cleaning. Look at that. He's cleaned.
I noticed that.
Cleaned that.
All the way on the back here on this back wall.
Perfect lighting to photograph that. More blood in the shower. I wonder what would be that. I'd love to know that.
I would almost guarantee he's floating in the river. Well, it don't fall right there.
For more than an hour, much of Rome, Georgia has been locked down as officers search for Brandon. When Jeremy arrives, police hope he can help lead them to his son.
Really?
Sorry, I realize you might not be able to answer this question.
Probably don't know the answer, but I'll try.
Is there suspicion that Brandon was involved in what, hurting Aaron or something?
There's suspicion that something happened in the home.
Beyond getting drunk and throwing up?
Well, we don't know. We don't know. I mean, honestly, a couple of officers have been in and just done a quick survey of the home, trying to figure out what was going on, and I've not been in the deep with it.
They're lifelong friends.
Hopefully that's all it is.
Yeah, he called us this morning around 9 to 10 to ask her about the bond upstairs and how to clean that up and all.
Thank you.
We called back after the boy's mom called us. He called back and said, when did I see my eyes? I guess he left during the night. That's all we knew. We went to look for him where the car was reported.
Mom knows where he's at. That was mom. Biological mom.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start photographing.
Up to this point, Jeremy has cooperated with investigators, but that is about to change.
Okay, all right. Okay. Hey, if you hear from him at all, we just need to know he's alive, you know he's okay. Please reach out to us, okay? He doesn't have his phone. He does not have his phone, so don't bother trying to call him, okay?
What's the status? All right, so first of all, I understand you found his cell phone. That's right, and you want to turn that over to us?
Maybe.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I do. My gut says yes, but at the same time...
Yeah, I mean, we
I don't know.
We'll probably need to go through it and see at least maybe where he's been today.
Right.
If we can do that. There is a significant amount of blood in that upstairs bedroom.
on the carpet.
Do you have a warrant that would include the phone?
No, we'd have to get one at some point, so we couldn't go into it without that. So
I've looked through it, and he's reached out to friends throughout the day, asking if they had heard from Aaron. Okay. Some texts back and forth.
Jeremy's reluctance to hand over Brandon's phone immediately raises suspicion, as does his claim that he found it lying in the street. Officers have already canvassed the entire area without finding it. To investigators, the story doesn't add up.
Found the phone, tells us that he found the phone, but doesn't want to give it to us without a search warrant. Because he asked Randy about that, if they needed a warrant to get into the phone. Well, he was telling Randy that there were texts in there about him asking if anyone had seen Aaron or anything like that. I wonder if those texts were sent since we've been here, though.
How did that end up with his phone?
He said he found it. I don't know. I wasn't out there when Randy got it from him. Yeah, he said he found it.
Where did he find it?
He was talking to his wife on the phone. His wife was looking over near St. Mary's and all that. So maybe they met up with their kid. And I don't know.
He had to have dumped the body somewhere with a car.
I think he's the river.
Unless he went somewhere else to dump the body and then he just wanted to get rid of the car.
As concern grows that Jeremy may be interfering with the investigation, he makes a startling announcement. Brandon wants to surrender. That evening, Jeremy and his wife escort their son to the Rome Police Department.
I'm Detective York. You're with Brandon. Rachel. Jeremy. Thank
You need to send somebody out to find the body.
Okay. I'll be back in just a minute, okay? Alright. If y'all just have a seat, I'll be right back out with you, okay? Alright, Brandon. Anything in your pockets that I need to know about?
Wallet and keys.
Those real quick. Anything else?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna pat you down real quick, okay? Do me a favor, put your hands on that wall over there. I'm gonna put these right out here on the table, okay? We'll be right back.
What police initially viewed as suspicious behaviour was, in reality, the anguish of a father confronting the truth. What Jeremy discovered on Brandon's phone confirmed his worst fears. Investigators also uncover a chilling to-do list that includes cleaning, showering, and creating a false alibi. Surveillance footage later shows Brandon calmly purchasing cleaning supplies at Walmart just hours after the murder. That same day, Brandon begins constructing his alibi, texting both Aaron's girlfriend and Aaron himself while pretending to be concerned. Even more disturbing, investigators learn Brandon had fantasized about killing for months and had been actively planning a murder since early fall. He would later claim he received divine prophecies commanding him to kill his best friend. When Aaron called to say he was passing through town, Brandon interpreted it as a signal to act. Before leaving the station, Jeremy shares one final piece of critical information with police.
There's anything that we can do for y'all right now.
Need to find that body. I can take you out. Try to show you.
I'm sorry.
I can try to show you.
You can try to show us
the general area, yeah.
Okay. And where might that be?
Old East Road. There's a road that parallels Dean Street on the north side of King Street, I believe. And it curves and goes up that hill. There's an old cemetery. Aaron's body is out there somewhere.
Whether Brandon's mental health played a role would ultimately be left to court-appointed experts. But first, police needed to recover Aaron. Following Jeremy's directions, officers search a wooded area at the edge of town. There, in a shallow grave, they find Aaron Davies wrapped in plastic and bound with duct tape. The autopsy is devastating. More than 40 stab wounds, signs of attempted dismemberment, and no defensive injuries. Aaron never saw the attack coming. The findings rule out any claim of a fight gone wrong. This was a calculated, cold-blooded murder.
Alright, like I was saying, I'm Detective York. I work here at the wrong PD, of course. Detective York, yep, that's me. Where are you working?
I work at Home Athletic Club.
Do you work somewhere else too? Okay. You said that there was going to be more. Alright, so I'm going to read you some stuff before we get started, okay? Before you ask any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you are asked questions and have him with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering questions at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Okay? This part right here, this is what you're going to sign to, saying you understand your rights. I am willing to make a statement and to answer questions without having a lawyer present at this time. I understand and know what I am doing. The above statements of my rights have been read to me. No promises or threats have been made to me, and no present pressure of any kind has been used against me. I understand my rights.
I would like a lawyer.
You would like a lawyer. Okay.
At the station, Brandon immediately shuts down the interrogation, refusing to speak. But investigators no longer need a confession. The evidence is already overwhelming.
Please lift up. Do me a favor and lift your shirt up for me. Turn around for me. No, you're good right there. Bruises or anything? Turn back around for me. All right, Brandon. I told you earlier you were being held for the obstruction from where you ran from the officers earlier. Now you're going to be charged with murder, aggravated assault, obstruction, and hindering investigation of murder.
Brandon Risner is charged with murder and a series of related offences. A state psychiatrist later deems him competent to stand trial. He pleads guilty to malice murder, felony murder, assault, concealing a death, and abuse of a corpse. He is sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. We extend our deepest condolences to the friends, family and loved ones of Aaron Davies, whose life was taken far too soon.